Hello, I'm Courtney Cardini, and welcome back to my Life of a Travel Writer series. This is vlog 16 out of 52. It is currently April 20th, and we are here to talk about books. So normally I focus on fitness, books, and travel. Right now we are in Puebla, so I left Playa on the 14th, and I have not been running because I have access to a gym and because I was too lazy to figure out a running path. So I decided that I would spend the week doing strength training. So I've been doing strength training, and I also don't like to run on the treadmill. So I have skipped running this week and just doing strength training, but I think I might start running on the treadmill soon because I do miss running. So we'll see how the next couple days go. We're here in Puebla until, I forgot the date, but I think we're here for like 8 more days, and then we head to Mexico City. So there aren't any real new updates in terms of running. I just have the goal of running 275 miles this year, which I think I am going to surpass because I've already run 93 miles, and then but that's mostly just for not Matrix. It's been a rough day. I've recorded this like 30 times. For metrics, I just needed a number for metrics. So 275 is the overall goal for miles for the year. In terms of time, I would like to hit a 10K under an hour. Right now I'm doing 5 miles at an hour and 8 minutes, an hour and 7 minutes. So I'm trying to get that down. And then my overall goal for per mile is to hit a 7-minute mile. My fastest mile was 7 minutes and 52 seconds when I was in full training. But right now my fastest mile is 11 minutes and 50 seconds. So yes, so that is what I'm working on in terms of fitness. And I am a full believer in having a well-rounded fitness routine. Cardio, some type of strength training, and then some type of either stretching or yoga. So yeah, so that's where we are for fitness. And then in terms of books, I am working on my debut travel memoir. Working title is The 2-Year Sailor, One Woman, One Goal, 7 Continents. And I am working on that with my literary agent, and we are working on the book proposal. And I have gotten notes back for developmental comments for my sample chapters, and after reviewing what my literary agent has said, I have decided that I'm going to rewrite my sample chapters. So that is what I have been focusing on. I realized after his comments, I had done some research. I asked some other writing friends. I asked my partner, who is not a reader or a writer. He is a tech gentleman. I realized that while the writing is good, but it is not meant for a writer or a reader. I'm sorry. My literary agent says, compared to my newsletters, which are really great, he loves my newsletters, the writing is good, but it's not entertaining. And I realized that it is not entertaining because one, I started the book in the wrong place, and second, I think I wrote the first draft just to make it exist, but also I think it was more of a therapeutic experience for myself. And now going back and looking at those chapters, I see them with new eyes, and I understand why while I got really good comments on them from my other friends, I realized if you don't know me, you wouldn't want to keep reading. And that is a problem because I am a debut travel writer. And the point is I'm writing this to help inspire other people to get out there and travel. So I realized that I was not writing for a reader, and I was writing not for myself and for people who knew me. So that is why I've decided to scrap my sample chapters, and I'm going back and rewriting them. So I have I just threw something together to give my literary agent just to see if that was a better way to go. And it is more not in the style. My style is the same. It is the content of what I am writing about is more like my newsletters. which, by the way, if you want to subscribe to my newsletter, I will put in the description below. And I write a year of travel, and I publish that once a week on my through my newsletter email list, and then also on Substack. So yes, and all of that focuses on travel, which is something I would like to do at some point with this YouTube channel. Is I've realized that I would like to involve some travel expects into it. But right now we're just doing vlog style because I am just trying to get into YouTube, and I just want to record my journey of writing my first book. So yes, so that is where we are at the moment. I am, of course the numbers for the manuscript have gone up, and I'm at 80,000 words and 80,250 words, but I know like that doesn't really matter. It's just like the workout is just like a metric thing to have, because I know half of it is going to be thrown out as I rewrite it. And especially if the book gets, positive thinking, when the book gets picked up by a publisher, the editor is going to want to, maybe change some things around. So my overall goal for the first book is to only have it to be 60 to 65,000 words, because I am a debuting writer, especially in nonfiction, because the more words you have, the more expensive it is to print, and then that means the more expensive it is to buy, and because you need to build trust, you want people to buy the book. So I think the more books I produce, the longer then I can make them, because of the fact that readers will have read my past work, so the trust will be built, and then if the books are longer, then they won't have a problem spending a little bit of extra money. But since this is my first book, I need to build trust with my readers. So yes, so that is what I am currently working on. I am working on rewriting my sample chapters for my book proposal, and then hopefully by the end of Q2, we will be out on submission. So that is book one. I'm also working on 3 other books, because idle hands are the devil plays toy, and because my goal with this is to write a book a year, so I want to constantly be working on a writing project. So I have book 2, which is also a travel memoir, which is about the year I spent traveling with my partner, and that is still sitting at 20,263 words, and the goal at the end of Q2 is to be at 37,500. So I am a little behind my goal, but that's only because I've gone back to the first book and I'm rewriting it. But I'm not really worried about that. The third book is, I'm writing it in present time. And it is about my 2 years of writing. So that is, just a point of view that I am trying to pick up style-wise. So that is sitting at 8,933, and the goal is to hit 12,500 at the end of Q2. So I do believe that I will be able to hit that goal. And then for book 4, it is my first fiction novel that I am working on. That one has really taken a back seat, but I'm not worried about that, because my goal for that is to have it published within the next 2 to 3 years. So I'm not worried about that. It is sitting at 5,798 words, and my goal at the end of Q2 is to have 12,000 even. So yes, so that is the goal right now with writing. And then in terms of travel, we are currently in Puebla. We were in Playa del Carmen. I was there for like a month and a half, and now we're only here for like 2.5 weeks, I think. So we go to Mexico City after that. And I'm very excited because I have already booked my tickets to the Frida Kahlo house. And if you ever go to Mexico City and you want to go to the Frida Kahlo house, book the tickets ahead of time, because they do sell out. I was warned by several people who immediately texted me when they found out I was going to Mexico City, because they know that I am a huge Frida Kahlo fan. They were like, you have to book your tickets now. Do it as far advanced as you can, because they sell out. It is obviously a very popular place. For those of you who don't know, Frida Kahlo is a painter from Mexico City. I have been a fan of her since I was a kid. So this is, and I've always wanted to go to her house. So this is a very big thing for me. I'm very excited. And yeah, so the last couple weeks have been off a little, even trying to film this. It's taken me over an hour now. Yeah, it has taken me over an hour to film this. I don't know what is up, and at first I thought it was just because we're traveling and I'm away from my family and da-da-da. No, I've realized that throughout the years, like sometimes you just have off weeks and you don't know what to do with yourself or what's coming in the future, and it's a lot of unknown, and we have everything planned up until September, but after September we're trying to figure out what we're doing after that, because I can't be in Europe, but my partner has to go back to Europe, and it's just one of those weeks where things just like are off. But it was a really great week because it was our 2-year anniversary. We were at this really nice hotel, and we were really enjoying it. And but yeah, career wise, I'm off, and I don't know what it is, and I hope that, I know it will. Everything, goes around, comes around. I know things will be better soon, but the beginning of quarter 2, I just feel unbalanced. I don't know, not unbalanced, but just off. I'm just off and just weird. It was just weird week. So yeah. So that is where we are now. Because of the fact that I've been trying to film this for an hour, I'm not really sure where I am mentally. So yeah, so that's it for now. We're in Puebla. I really like it. I took myself today on a library and museum date, which I wish I would have filmed, but it's too much. I just like to go to places and enjoy them and then write about them later. Filming it's not coming easy to me yet to be able to sit and film and everything. I would like to, and that's something that I would like to work on in the future, especially for next year. And as I can't believe we're in week 16 and I've kept this goal so far. I'm very, very proud of myself, because there were times when I was like, just forget it, nobody cares. But that's not the point. The point is that I want to come back to this in the future, and that's why I'm doing this, especially because my goal is to publish a book a year. That's my dream career, is to be a writer and to publish. And I love traveling full time. I really love my life and everything like that. So because of that, I want to have this when I get older. Like when I'm 90 and I'm, you're too old to travel and you're too tired to travel, I want to be able to come back and look at this and be like, I did it. Like, and there's so much that I wish I would have filmed, like when I was living in Italy, and I lived in Italy twice, and I filmed stuff, but I never did anything with it. And it's nice to, have it in my records, but I want something for me to come back and look at. And that's the point of this. And that's why I'm doing this. And, so yeah, so we are here now in Puebla for a couple more days, and then we head to Mexico City. I might give myself the challenge of filming at the Frida Kahlo house. I don't know if you're allowed to do that, but I'm going to try, So yes, I think we're here for one more Sunday. And actually, I'm not sure. I'm not sure of the dates on when we leave. So yes. Actually, I can check my planner. Sorry. Let's see. Are we here for one more Sunday? Yes, so we're here for one more Sunday. So, so that will be my goal for the first video in May, to, film my experience at the Frida Kahlo house. I think that would be a nice little goal. But yeah, so if you're having an off week, it's okay. You're not the only one. Who knows? Maybe Mercury's in retrograde or whatever. I follow astrology a little, so, yeah. So who knows? I don't know what it is. But I'm also very excited because in May I'm going to my first travel conference that I've talked to before. And I think also the anticipation of that, I've been doing a lot of research. I've been trying to figure out a lot of things. Yeah, so I just think it's just the energy. So, I'm very much looking forward to the next couple weeks. I think things are going to be good. But we just had this little hump that I mentally had to get over, and that's where we're at. Sometimes you don't have a good week, and you just got to get up and keep going. It was Seneca who said, It's not what happened, I'm paraphrasing, but it's not what happens, but how you handle it or what you do after it happens. So yes, so that is what I try to remember when I do not have a good day. And, you know, you just got to keep going. Like, I was not ready to film this mentally, but I was like, you done 15 weeks. You got to do 16. You can't skip. So yes, so I took myself on a library and museum day, and that's where we're at for today. So yes, so I hope you had a great Easter if you celebrate. If not, I hope you eat some chocolate because you deserve it. And thank you for checking in with me, and I shall see you next week. Bye.